What's going on, guys, to another video on Michael's Garage. Today we're going to be working on Little Booger. If you haven't seen the last video, you should go watch it. It was funny, hilarious, a little sad at the ending. But we're going to be working on Little Booger. We got to do the tires, back axle, the roll cage that I want to build onto it, the light, and putting the hood back on. Many things. There could be a couple more things. Who knows? I don't know. I just gotta think of stuff. We're welding the rear diff on the mower. This is where I have always positive traction, because right now it's just this tire will spin and this one just stays there. Doesn't spin or nothing, it just stays there. And if this one stays there, this one spins. Sometimes both spin. Sometimes neither of them spin. Never mind. But one of them at least is gonna spin. So, tired of that. I want full traction so I can always spin or grab. That, and also figure out something about brakes and a couple other things. I don't really know. I'm gonna figure it all out. But I'm gonna be doing that. David's gonna be working on his lawnmower, trying to get that thing fired up, because it's been a while and it's not wanting to fire. We checked spark, fuel, combustion, everything. Does not want to fire. Does not want to run. So we're trying to figure that out. But back to this. Let's get working on it. All right. First things first. Checking out this differential. Sorry about the lighting. I know it's not the best. I'm gonna grab my flashlight. So I gotta take out those bolts on this side and those bolts on this side. If y'all remember, that whole rear diff right there is cracked. So I'm gonna try to do my best, clean it up and weld it up so it doesn't break again or come off. Gotta take those off, take that belt off, take off the shifting mechanism, because I man-made a shifter so I can have it up here. Because remember, this lawnmower was a automatic, and I changed over to a 6-speed transmission, manual. It doesn't have a clutch. It's just pop it in gear and take off. Kind of sucks, but wish I kept it all, but it was hard to find belts and I didn't have a lot of money. So I just kind of swapped the pulleys, put a tight belt on it, sent it. Runs fine, does fine. So, haven't had to worry. I just don't have reverse, because every time I pop it in reverse, that thing skates back and it's hard to shift back in first. Because if I do, it does a wheelie, sometimes I fall. But yep, let's get this rear end taken out. Alrighty, so as you can see, we got the whole rear end out of it, and right now we're sitting right here. So as y'all can see, that's not supposed to do that, and I would say that I wouldn't use it, but I'm gonna use it. I'm just gonna weld it up right here, weld it up here and flip it around, weld it on the back side. Say screw it, I gotta knock this bearing off, because these are supposed to have big pulleys on the back, but I only have a little pulley on the back. And like I said, I'm just going to tear this apart and weld the diff in it. Alrighty, back to a little bit of progress. We have the whole bottom taken off this, and right here is where we want to weld it at, off in here. I'm pretty sure I gotta take all of this off. Weld
And
that
in
metal.
case nobody knows, make sure that you look underneath and get the 2 bolts out.
Yeah, we didn't see 2 bolts.
He didn't see 2
I didn't
bolts.
see 2 bolts. I was fighting it until David goes, "Oh, look, there's 2 bolts right here." And I was like, yeah, that looks like right. But I gotta tear it apart and I guess clean it, make it look all shiny, and put the gear oil back in it and everything, even though you're not supposed to. But I don't have the money to buy some more gear oil, so the old gear oil did pretty good. That's all I gotta say. But let's get to taking that all apart and welding it up. Alrighty, as y'all can see, I'm tacking up right about here and right about over here on these 2 gears. Y'all can see there's a gear here and a gear here and a gear here and a gear here. Sorry, it sounds weird. Bad speech impediment. But that's where I'm tacking it up at. I'm gonna keep on tacking it and I'm gonna spin it and weld the other side up. Alrighty. Well, I think we're doing good. We have the rear end back off and under there. We fired it up and everything, make sure it all spun around. Everything's spun. We put fluid in it and everything. So what's next is one of these. Well, I had this shifter on there right here. I have it connected right down there. And when I shifted, that's how it looked. And I shifted it, bam, bam, bam. So what I'm thinking about doing is going with the longer one. But the issue is that little thing right there. It needs to be faced like that. Because how it is when I put it in there, it's like this. I need it like this because if I put it in here like this, when I shift down, it's way down here. So I want it, shift it down like this. Bam, 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 have like that. Bam, bam, bam. So, what I'm gonna have to do, cut right here, spin this all the way around, connect it back up together, weld it all back together. Let's get doing it.
I thought it'd be crazy.
Alright, as y'all can see, started welding up the rear end up. Started going good. Comes all the way back. That's my back. All the way back. So, looks doing good. I just got welded up some more. I just only have it tacked up, and then I'm able to start putting everything else on. It's gonna be a long series because I don't have that much money. Alrighty, so we have it all welded up down there. Not the best welding. I have it welded that bracket up so it can still shift and not. It kind of has a support type deal. Next thing is these. Actually, I gotta find the hubs. I misplaced them because we've been kind of cleaning. Here's one of them, but we're not gonna use this one because this thing's stuck in it. But we're gonna use that, the studs off that, for a different hub, and weld both hubs on each side. So it'll be basically you can attach full of tires to it and not have to weld lawnmower rims up to it and all that shit. So let's get to welding some more, and actually I gotta find them first. That's gonna be a fun find. Just have no clue where they are. Alrighty, well, we'll say this. We did get these on, but I have a certain way. I found some of these little things out the other lawnmowers. The little tube fits perfectly over this, but also fits perfectly into here. Bam. Because when I just put this on, it has a lot of play, and it's gonna be hard to weld that up and keep it straight. So I said, you know what? Slap that on. Slap this on. Sorry, it's kind of hard doing it with 2 hands. Get it all straightened up. Barely into play. I'm taking it. But I'm gonna weld it up right here, around, and weld it up back here, all the way around. And then, it should be able to put some 4-wheeler tires off on this thing. Then I'll be rocking and rolling. Because I've already had 4-wheeler tires on it. But I was welded up to that rim down there. But I was like, you know what? I want to go better, bigger and better, because every time they was welded up, they just kind of cracked off, broke off from each other. So this will help out a lot. Or we'll say that, a lot. Alrighty, so my buddy David over here, he's been working on his red lawnmower. So what's going on is, down off in here, those little push valves, one's not pushing, so it's when it hits the rocker arm and everything, it's not pushing the valve open for it to kind of come out. I can't remember which one's which. I can't think of.
The bottom one is not working.
So it is the bottom one. I think the bottom one's the only one that goes to the carburetor side, because you can feel air being pushed out, and you're like, okay, you know, that's not good. So he's trying to figure out what's going on with that. He might have to replace the valve, or whatever you call them. I can't think of the names of them, so I just kind of call them push valves. But he's taking off this, and he's about to probably take off the whole motor, right?
Yeah.
Take off the whole motor, flip it around, put it up on the work table, because as y'all can see, we moved our stuff again. It's a lot better over there, a lot more lighting, everything. I can see more of my tools. But he's about to take the whole engine out, flip it upside down, take the whole bottom off, figure out what's going on with it, make sure, because one day it'll run, and then now it doesn't run. So we're thinking it's that, and also when he was firing it up, you can see gas being pushed out of the carb the wrong way. But he's gonna be working on this. He's got a lot of plans going on with it, so y'all probably see more of this in the future. Hey. Front pulley off? Yeah, you got. If you didn't weld it, then you gotta take that bolt out. Yeah, there should be a bolt at the bottom of your pulley. You might have to bang it out, like I'm doing. Alrighty, well, we got this front side loaded up, and we have it tacked around on each side. We don't want to tack it up too much, and also my breaker keeps on breaking, sadly. Not a big breaker. I want to swap it, but I can't right now. But it's tacked up, or not tacked, it's welded on, but just enough so where if I need to, I can take a sledgehammer, break them off, hopefully. Now it's time to do the other side, which is gonna be even funner because I got to weld this little tight area, and I can't move it over because I'm not done standing. He's working on his engine, but his rear end's like that, and mine's kind of close. Also, he took his own tire motor out. He's working on
taking this bottom cover off so I can actually get down and deep inside this motor and see what's going on with it.
Yeah, he's gonna be doing that while I'm working on mine. Because we want to take these to a off-road kind of park thing and just absolutely rip them and hopefully break a couple things and hopefully not break a couple things like our motor. But rear ends, you know, the front, you know, that no problem. Motors, big problem. I mean, we can drive on, you know, broken rear ends and everything else, but we can't drive on a broken motor. Right, well, let's get doing this. Just like that, the tire is on. Tire. And this one ain't on. But with a little bit of magic, other tire's on. I know some people would say, oh, you have them on backwards. Yes, I know. Also, we only have 2 lug nuts on each side because I was only able to find 4 lug nuts. But the reason that they're on backwards is because of clearance. Because if I spin them around, this tire will be hitting this shifter right here, and that's a no-go. So I don't want my shifter going blah, 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 while I'm driving. But also, looking real nice with the tires on. Not gonna have to worry about them breaking off the rim no more. Only thing probably gonna come off is the whole hub. That's easy to weld on. These tires aren't easy to weld on. But now I gotta work on the front. Front 2 tires, put the 2 front tires on. Cut my gas line a little shorter so it's not a big clumble mess right here. And I keep on putting my foot on it. Then I have to put little railings on each side. My little redneck railings. Like safety protection, like rock crawlers and all that. Lake protection. And then put the hood back on, fix my light. And that'll be all for this thing. I'm ready for it. I've been waiting, been working on it. Tired of it sitting here. Want to drive. So here's the update on David's little thing. He's kind of putting all the push rods, or the springs and the rocker arms back together. We're trying to still figure out what's going on with his. It's just pain in the butt. But over on mine, we have a dish going on. I'm drilling holes through these for my front tires because we don't have many clips, but we do have like those little clips, U-clips things. We don't have many of those, but we do have a lot of those little clip things kind of pop in. We have a crap ton of those though. So we use those for my front and kind of drilling at the left side. But David, do you have anything to say about your lawnmower?
I don't recommend fixing it. I recommend just buying a whole nother one because this is a pain in the rear end.
Yeah, he's having fun. But, alright, back to my little thing. I'll let y'all know when I get the tires on. Alrighty. Well, got both front tires on. That tire, put a clip in it. This side, couldn't because I had to find me a clip because drill bit broke 3 times into that one. No good. David's still working on his. He's actually got his rocker arms and everything going. So he's putting his whole entire motor on. Got my rear end, all 4 of my tires on, so I'm gonna have to pick the rear end up and move it forward to drop the other 2 jack stands. Other than that, making some good progress. So is he. He's almost done putting it all the way back together. So, you might see both of them running here shortly, just saying. And it is the next morning, as y'all can see, but it's also raining. Do we like the rain? Yes, we do. You wanna know why? We can drift. But also, we don't have nothing to drift with. Because my fuller is down because of the solenoid and a couple other things, low compression, a whole bunch of junk, and it smokes really bad. And two, mine's still being worked on, and his is still being worked on, so we can't go out, have fun. But you know what that means? Our mud pond is getting muddy, but sadly we can't drive in it. But today we're going to be putting the row bars, the leg protectors on, which is one of these. Move this out of my way. Oh my gosh. This thing. They're from something, I don't really know what it's from to. I just kind of found them. It's gonna be sitting like this. Oh, let's see if I can get it up there. Like that right there. It's gonna have sitting right there. And this front end's gonna be out right there. But I'm gonna have to cut it at an angle to attach to right there. Which also will make this much stronger. And also keep kind of my leg protected. But the other one is over here. I have it at an angle. I'm about to cut it. Yeah, let's see. My battery's charging. But cutting it right here, making it all angled. And after we have them put them up, I'm putting 2 bars, one right here and one right here, kind of brace it all in together. So just if anything, rock comes down or I smack my leg on a rock or a tree comes beside me, it's gonna smack the tree, not my leg. Or the fender, who knows. But that's today's project. Let's get to it. Okay, y'all ready for this? We have one side on. Kind of welded up right here. Welded up there big time. And like I said, I'm gonna have little brackets come down here and here. Somewhere around that area. I don't really know which one, where I want to put them at exactly. And this side I haven't welded on yet. I'm gonna have to have my buddy hold it up while I weld on it. But it's coming along. It's coming along very nicely. His is coming along very nicely too, but also not so nicely because the starter went out. Which is no good, and he's trying to figure out a way to kind of reroute it type deal and fix it. Ain't that right, David?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. He's having
It's been a fun project.
Yeah, no. It's not been a good project. But coming along very tightly on a little booger. And there shortly, she'll be all ready to run and drive. Can't go get the hood because it's pouring down raining. And also got really late because we've been having to do our personal stuff. But let's get to welding. Alrighty. Y'all ready to see some cool things? We have one on there. Sorry about the jumper cable. He's trying to fire his up by the starter. But we have one, and I'm thinking about placing another one right here. And then 2 on that side. And it's coming together. Looking pretty mean, not gonna lie. Welder set up. Messed up. Bye. Yeah. It's coming together. Clean as can be. I don't think I'm gonna get hurt in this thing. What's wrong with yours, David?
I think we're gonna have to retake the motor out and probably go and check the timing. I think timing is out from when we pulled it out.
Yeah, that's what we think. Well, hopefully not the case. Actually, hopefully it is the case and it fire up after we fix it. Which is gonna be fun fixing it because we forgot to mark it and set it back in there correctly. We kind of just threw it all back together, said screw it, and now we're sacrificing the cause. But hey, learning experience. You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. This thing has been a fun toy, and I'm ready to start driving it again. We actually tested it like this morning. We just threw it up on jack stands, as y'all can see, jack back there. And we fired it up, shifted it through all 6 gears, make sure everything was cleared. Thing rips. Always gonna be fun. But let's get back to work, ain't that right, David?
Yes, sir. Alright guys, so here's the 20 horse. It came out of the orange one down there and the junk pile. It's a 20 horse and the piston is locked up in it, so we're gonna have to tear this one all the way down. This one here, we're gonna take a little break on it because we gotta figure out how to do the timing and stuff, and that's just gonna be a headache. So we're just gonna jump to this one, clean it all up, get the water, breeze, stuff like that out there, probably get some WD-40, spray off in there, see if we can get that piston freed up and see if we can get this one going. And if that happens, this one's going on Little Booger, and then Little Booger's motor is going on the Devil. And then hopefully we can have both of them ripping and actually test out his 6-speed tomorrow, hopefully.
And also while he's doing all that, I'm having to take apart a dryer that's inside because of the thermostat in it and a couple other things went off in it. So I'm in there working on that, tearing that whole entire thing apart. I'm done with that. Got all the pieces out, checked it. No good. So we're gonna have to wait till the parts come in so I can put everything back together, which is not gonna be fun. Then maybe I'll come outside and kind of put a little bit of work on mine. What's sad is these little pipes on the sides, they're not gonna hold. They're a different type of metal, they're aluminum. So they break very easily. They pop off very easily. So I'm gonna have to get like this type of pipe and put it on there, weld it up on there, which kind of sucks. That means I'm gonna have to cut 4 more. But it's all well and done. Here's a Roxy. She's chilling out on the floor. But let's get to it. So I have cut up 4 new pipes, thicker ones. Just like I said, the other pipes wasn't gonna work. They break too easily. And I'm about to weld these on there, grind up a little bit up on the pipes and stuff, and clean it all up so I can get a good weld on them. Weld them up, then the frame will be done. Hopefully. Hope. That's all I can say is hope. But hopefully it'll keep me, secured, safe. I mean, yeah, it's low to the ground and all. Kind of low, but honestly, the legs kind of hit right here, side of them. So, kind of helps out. And if I hit a tree or something, it's just gonna bounce me around. But hey, that's fine by me. Keeps me protected a little bit more than anything. But let's get to work. I got some more progress done. Y'all want to see it? Hopefully y'all do. So we have all 4 of these tacked up right now. Even on that side. Not the best welding job, but hey, it will hold. Just saying. But also, we have the hood put on. I know it's at a slant. Really bad slant. Really bad slant. Wish I can really fix it, but everything in the front does not want it to set down. And plus, down off in there, that's kind of touching a little bit. It's just a little bit. Or it got a little room, wiggle room. But hey, it's fine. I like it. I love it. And it looks nice. I just gotta move my light because can't really see over that. It just goes shoot and shoot. So I have to fix my light. But hey, ain't no biggie. I got wire. I got a David. And we can just put this light together and it'll be done. Be done. Ain't that right, David? He's working on his motor again. He has scratched the 20 horsepower and said screw it. Now he's working on this thing. How do you feel?
It's probably gonna take forever, but also that bearing, that flywheel is kind of stuck on there, so we're gonna have to get some WD-40 and try to find a way to pry it up.
Yeah. It's gonna be
this right here, I can just unbolt and it'll just come right off. So I'm gonna go with the easy project first.
Yeah, he's gonna do the easy project, watch some videos, and try to get back off in timing while I'm finishing up on mine. I do know, sorry about the mess we've been cleaning. I do know that I'm gonna have to make some more clearance. Because y'all can see it's very touching, which is no good. It is touching. On this side, woo, there's an extension cord. This side, it's pretty even. That's like a lot of space except when you get back to here. So that means I might have to cut that rear end too. I don't like cutting a lot. Wears me out. My ears go numb. But I got a lot of welding, a lot of grinding, a lot of wiring. Not enough time. So let's get to it. Alrighty. We have these two welded up. They feeling very sturdy, not gonna lie. It's a lot of time, not gonna lie. Hopefully I have enough welding wire. But I still have to work on those two over there, get those welded up. And also remove my light from the up here to down there. It's taking a while. David's taking apart his motor still. He's got like halfway done. He's having to look up research shit right now. Trying to get that done. Always mark your gears. We forgot to do so, but like I said, it's a learning process. We're learning ourselves by doing things that we're not supposed to be doing. But hey, don't do this at home. No, I'm joking. Because we don't do anything dangerous and like something very bad. But try not to do anything bad. She's looking pretty nice, pretty sniffy. And I think it's coming out very well. Just, I gotta weld up the other two rods and replace that light, move that light forward, and then grind the back. No fun. So all four pipes are done. I can see, don't mind the welding job. They look like absolute donkey doo-doo. But hey, like I said, they will hold. Now it's time to swap over to this little light. Take the bracket off, or the bracket up here. Think about right there in the middle so it shines good and bright. Like I said, this is my switch. But just gotta move the light and then, like I said, the tires. So on to the light. So I got the light mounted on. Look how clean she looks. Do a little switchy switch. Boom. She works. Also, another thing is down in here, I have that's where if anything, I can just go whoop, release the wire from the positive side. Because a lot of times, it doesn't like to turn off. Like it does turn off, but it wastes my battery through the day, even though it is off for some reason. So I just have it undone. We didn't know what was going on because my battery, like one day it would be running good, and, you know, shut it off the next day. It's just, the battery's dead. And then we was like, let's unhook this. Unhooked the light and found out, yeah, it's the light that drains the battery over the night. Don't know why. It's just, hey, it's whatever. It's whatever. I mean, hey, battery can stay charged as long as it wants, unless I'm running the light, and that's when it kills it really fast. But no biggie. I got lights. That's all I need. And let me tell you, that light's pretty bright too. You don't want to stay in front of it. But just coming along big time. I'm thinking about drilling a hole right here so I can put a nut, just drop a nut down off in this. And just my hood would stay, and if I needed to pull it out, just pull it out. And I won't put a nut on the bottom of it. I'll just put a hole, just drop the nut in it, and be done with it. But it's coming along very well. I'm loving it. So let's get back to work. So it's the next morning. I kind of got tired last night of working, but like I said, it's coming along. Got the front light going on, hood put on. I even put those little bolts right here to kind of hold the hood down. Got the side plates on. Not the best welding job, but hey, it'll do. Last thing last, it's getting these fenders kind of trimmed up. I'm pretty sure this one's rubbing right here. All I have to do is kind of cut, bring it down. Hopefully not too much work. And then same thing on this side. I'm gonna have to kind of start from here and kind of go, cut that angle off, and then set it back down, see how it looks. And then All I gotta do is put a gas tank on it, my gas tank back on it. It should be ready to rip. Let's get to work. Okay, so we have both tire fenders trimmed up, and y'all can see there's a lot of flow through there, a lot of space, big gap, good thing. And same on this side. It's a little down right here, but I don't have a cut disc no more. I ran it all out. I don't have any more. Sad. But also, I had to come over here. This is where the gas jug placement is. It's supposed to be on the back, but can't put it back there no more. So, have it here, and it runs to here. Before, it would like the hose would be out to here and everything, big long hose, which I didn't really like. And also, for anyone says that this is going to be a gravity fed engine, no, it's not. It has a fuel pump. I know, but she works amazingly, just saying. But I had to trim it up, cut it up, make sure it's the right length, because I got tired of putting my foot on it or my foot getting wrapped up in the hose. So I said, you know what, trim it all up, be done with it.
So
now she's ready to rip.
Kind of
About
look
to
back.
Move it
and
outside.
on this part right here,
Test it a couple times, and
I
rip
accidentally put it in like fast forward, which I didn't mean to. But this is what I was saying during those times is the lawnmower, the rear end started messing up, and it clicked, and it didn't sound so good, and I lost all gears. So what I'm gonna have to do is basically take it out, see what's wrong with it, and fix it. But also figured, I knew it was gonna go out anytime soon, because how the rear end was, it was just not looking good. So I was like, okay, this is gonna break anytime, like it was gonna break anyway. So I was like, you know what, send it. Wish I kind of fixed it up a little bit more, because I was really wanting to ride it, but it broke. I have another transmission. It doesn't bother me, and plus it makes, I can build more stuff. I love building things. I love going right around doing dumb stuff, having fun. That's what I like doing with my life, is having much fun. Well, that's kind of the overcap of this fast forward part, but I just wanted to see if like what kind of videos I should do, like if I need to put more of welding into it, or working on things, or building things, or going riding and stuff. I kind of want y'all's opinions on stuff, because I like doing content, but I also like providing content and having fun. So y'all drop down in the comments, give me some insight and what y'all think I should do next, or how would y'all like me to do the videos and everything, because I want y'all's opinion, and I want to have fun, and I want to see y'all, I want y'all watching me, having fun too, and seeing, like, I want y'all to see, like, oh, this kid doing this, and this. I could do the same thing, There's a lot of people think, oh, I can't do it because I'm only 19, 20. I've been doing this since I was like, I've been building things. I just love building things. My dad used to had a 1977 Trans Am, fully drag built in. I just want that car back because he sold it, sadly. But I want y'all's opinion on my stuff. See how I should edit, how I should do things. But with that, I hope y'all have a great Christmas and New Year's. So I'm thinking about dropping this maybe on New Year's. I don't know. Or last night was New Year's or whatever. I don't know. I'm not good with dates. But I hope you have a wonderful time. And catch y'all on the next video.